Hey people, so I found something out. Shane Dawson has a deleted short film that he made, and I don't know why he deleted it, because it seems pretty good. Let me just watch the—
A wise person once said, prom is only for whores and for the gross men that want to fuck them.
Wow. That was the first 5 seconds. Okay, I will be the first to admit it. I have gone down the Shane Dawson hole. That doesn't sound right. But I'll tell you why. It's because a while ago, I looked at his film, Not Cool. In my video, I did a little segment where he was talking behind the scenes and he was in a fat suit for some reason.
Zachary Quinto didn't like me, a couple critics didn't like the movie, the audience didn't like the movie, test screen didn't like the movie, a lot of Hollywood people I've met didn't like the movie, Tarantino didn't like the movie, so I'm happy.
In my head, I was like, why is this man in a fat suit when it's not part of the movie at all? Turns out it is part of a movie, just not that one. Around 2014, 2015, Shane Dawson was gonna be this big filmmaker type dude. He was creating all sorts of projects here and there, and he also happened to release a book. The book is titled I Hate Myself E, which is so funny because I was gonna write a book called I Have Diarrhea. God. That's so stupid. No, but stupid title aside, I initially thought this was a poetry book because that seems to be the route that all YouTubers take. He actually just wrote a collection of short essays and stories that I think happened in his real life. So the thing is, I didn't actually get the book because it costs like 30 something bucks. And that's honestly a lot of money. It would be real stupid for someone to buy something like that. I'm totally kidding. I did buy it. I Hate Myself E, a collection of essays by Shane Dawson, New York Times bestseller, which just further proves my point that the people of New York don't know what the hell to read on a daily basis. And you can clearly tell that there is no ghostwriter in this book because the dedication page says, this book is dedicated to my hilarious and caring mother. Thank you for giving me so much unconditional love, and f*** you for giving me your fat arms and wonky eye. I could tell you right now, if I wrote that about my mom, I would have 2 wonky eyes that same minute. So to my knowledge, on the Shane Dawson TV channel, I think he has 3 short films that are also passages in this book. So there is one passage in this book called Prom, in which Shane Dawson made a short film about, but he took that one off the internet because of some very misplaced humor. I don't know who's laughing at it. Today, I just wanted to take a look at the short film. But before we get started, if you want to subscribe and become a big baby, do so. I would really appreciate it. And also be sure to follow my Instagram is sixteenleo_. I've been loving the fan art recently. Next week, I'm changing the wall to the first art of 2021. It'll be pretty cool. You know what I don't have? Shots.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
I need shots. All right, let's get into it.
A wise person once said, prom is only for whores and for the gross men that want to fuck them. My grandma was a smart lady.
Oh, this is almost verbatim. He wrote that in the book. Wow. Imagine your 14-year-old fan base reading that. This is 12-year-olds laughing because he said the F word and they're like, his fans were the edgy kids who were like, F-U-B. I think this is sort of like a Lily Singh parallel. As people grew up, they realized this probably wasn't as funny as they thought. And maybe they sobered up to the reality that Shane wasn't the person they thought he was. But I think we're in for a very Shane-tastic story.
You see that morbidly obese girl with the back sweat and orangutan titties? That was me. People barely even knew I existed.
Hold on. This man just said he had, and I quote,
orangutan titties.
This man is a tank. How is he the one to fall in that situation? You'd think that it would be a massacre, and you'd think there would be like 8 girls in critical condition after he walked past them, but he is the one who fell down? I gotta say, not impressed with the realism of this.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't see you there.
Oh, it's okay, don't worry about it.
No, like I didn't see you. Like I wasn't even looking down at my phone or anything. Like you were right there and I didn't see you. It's like you were invisible.
So I actually read the segment in the book, but it doesn't give you any context to what the situation is. I think from what I can gather, Shane Dawson was actually a bigger sized person in school and he wasn't popular. So he's playing to his strengths in this movie. And compared to Not Cool, I gotta say the acting is a lot more natural here. It's like he was born to play a loser. I'm sorry.
That's been the hardest part, is trying to play a confident, cool guy.
Okay, I'm gonna go myself now.
Aw, my mom killed herself.
Oh, Amber!
I feel like I need to say this. Please don't have sympathy for me. But yeah, I suffer with severe depression. And a lot of people that have messaged me suffer with it too. Personally, I could laugh at just about anything, but a cheap joke about people wanting to... I wouldn't.
You know how every school has what's commonly referred to as the crazy tree?
No. What now? Is the movie over now?
If you aren't aware, it's a tree that looks like it was ripped out of a Tim Burton movie, and only the rejects and misfits hang out under it.
Oh my god, Hori Tori's back. I mean, that's not her name.
Hey, Shane, can I talk to you over here for a second?
That's Kelly.
Okay, got it. In Not Cool, her name was Tori. Now her name is Kelly. In Not Cool, Shane's name was Scott Dawson. Now his name is Shane Dawson. Wow, that's more original than KFC Con.
She was pretty much the Jay-Z to my Beyonce, and I know what you're thinking.
Neither of you black.
She was definitely the man in the relationship.
Oh, I was not thinking that.
And we used to do everything together, including watching really gross porn with the door locked. She even came out of the closet to me.
Man, I don't care about YouTube.
Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Yeah. So that's the target audience. 13-year-olds who are just discovering there are more sites on the internet than YouTube. If there are any people like under 15 watching this video right now, do me a favor, clear your browsing history. A little tip from sixteenleo. Why am I telling you this? I got caught like everyone else when I was a kid. Porno! I'm actually looking at the book to see how much it differs from the movie, and the book is actually probably worse. For instance,
and only the rejects and misfits hang out under it, aka everyone I knew.
The rest of the sectors were taken up by the nerds, the Asians, black kids, the Mexicans, and the pregnant girls. That's not a group, Shane, that's an ethnicity. He also wrote the Shakespearean line, me, hey Pam, what's up? Pam, f***ing bullshit bitch, motherfuckers, dumbass f***ing with that bitch again, shit. I can see why he cut that out for the video. Anyway, Kelly asks Shane to prom for some reason.
So, will you go to prom with me?
Why do you want to go to a prom anyways? A bunch of straight people fondling each other?
I know it's dumb, but I really do want to go. I mean, the only time I've ever worn a dress was at my grandma's funeral a few years ago, and I didn't even get to enjoy it.
I guess Kelly's reasoning is because she does want to have that prom experience, and this fat blob of shit is the only person that she seems to want to take.
The saddest part is what she said to sweeten the deal.
My dad said he'd pay for our meal at Denny's.
Yes! I'll say it right here, I like Denny's. If it's a crime to like Denny's, then lock me up. I will go to prison for all of eternity. Have you had their desserts? It's okay. Denny's. I guess it's edible. That's their slogan. I didn't make that up.
I'm f***ing in.
You guys didn't eat those fish sticks, did you? They were really, really old. F***ing really, really old.
Silly me. Thinking in a Shane Dawson movie, someone wasn't gonna do something gross every 1 minute. Here's an impromptu ew counter, and there's already 3 strikes to it. Let's see how far we can get.
As I finished putting on my suit and looked in the mirror, I couldn't help but notice how much I look like myself. It's showtime!
You know, Shane Dawson's movie is offensive on many levels, but as a filmmaker, that was just a cardinal sin. Why'd you look into the camera like this was The Office, bro? Anyway, Shane dresses up to meet Kelly. I hope it's not one of those cliche scenes where she walks down and he sees her and his jaw opens. Maybe someone would put food in his mouth, who knows?
Hey, I want to have a word with you. Take care of my daughter. Give her a good.
Nope. Nah. Hey, fathers around the world, if you ever have a daughter, don't ever tell her prom date to... Don't do that. Have you ever had a dad who wanted you to be a stripper before? Like, Shane, why you do this to me?
I try to be clear, but you see right through me. I want you near, but you're miles away.
You look beautiful.
I feel kind of stupid, actually.
Why? You look like a child prostitute, but happy about it.
That's what I'm going for. Just stick an old man's cock in my mouth and force me to suck it.
This part, he took the movie down for. That was graphic. I think it was actually worse than anything in Not Cool. I Wasn't prepared to hear that today. Yeah, I can see why he deleted that. You know, maybe I'm just thinking stupidly here, but I always thought that comedians joke about stuff that they know or liked. If someone makes a dumb joke or says the word poo-poo too much, then I'll crack up. I joke a lot about asses because I like them. But the amount of jokes in Shane Dawson's movie that feature the R word, dog, sex, childless, fixation with mom, fixation with dads, alcoholism, mental illness, eating feces, puking, stuff like that, I just don't find it funny, and I don't think anybody above the age of 13 does. You know what? I think even 13-year-olds, let me give them some credit, don't feel that this is that funny anymore. It's not a Dane Cook special. This is not 2000. We're in 2021, and even in 2015, this was so dated. So, ugh, yuck, disgusting.
Take care of my daughter. Give her a good.
Stick an old man's in my mouth and force me to suck it.
Maybe one day.
Also, the dad in this movie is so fucking creepy. Why does he want his daughter to take dick? And the only person she would take it from is someone she calls daddy, not dad. There's a difference. Have you ever said, Father, stretch my hands? Probably, it's a great song. Have you ever said, Father, stretch my ass, ass? No! Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Hey girl, you know it's okay.
Yeah, I'm not dancing to this.
Hey girl.
I have a problem.
Wow, I can practically smell the bathroom abortions.
Nope.
Now it's covered by the smell of roofie burps.
Nope. Anyway, Shane and Kelly do end up going to prom, and Kelly's friends seek her out, and they're like, we want to dance.
Go ahead.
Save me a dance.
Deal. And with that, she was sucked up into that big tornado of pussy, and I didn't see her till the end of the night.
That is a new one, tornado of pussy. I've never heard that one before. Anyway, Kelly goes to her friends for a dance, and Shane gets left alone. He finds himself a chocolate fountain, which I didn't know they made at proms, and his teacher finds him.
You should be out dancing.
Ugh. I'd rather die while masturbating and be found by my mother.
Alright, well this feels like a Wattpad script. The internet has opened my eyes up to so many people that I did not want to see exist. Amazing.
Yeah, I think about it a lot. Sometimes when I'm masturbating, I think, uh-oh, this could be it. Maybe I should leave a note.
Aw, Shane, that's your teacher. Remember when you told your teacher at prom they used to jack off? On Monday, when you come into class, she's gonna be like, hey! 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 As you, hey, mama's boy. Yo, I'm fired. I'm gonna leave right now.
High school doesn't mean shit. Everyone takes this so seriously. Being popular, going on dates, becoming prom king. It's like, no one gives a shit.
I don't know about you, but there's something really odd about a man who has a fixation with his days at high school when it's been 10 years. Oh, high school ended. Let it go. You are doing so well for yourself. His movie Not Cool was all about high school. This short film about him being a fat person also happens to be about high school, but it just irks me that this dude is like 27, 28 talking about stuff that is clearly in the past. It would be the equivalent of me making a movie where I'm a primary school kid and the other kids told me that I'd never make something about myself. It's like they're 8 years old. This motherfucker Jason was drawing outside of the lines in a coloring book. He does not have control over his own hands, let alone his life. What life decisions am I gonna take from him? Shane, what I'm trying to say is that when people are 15 and 16, they say a lot of shit that doesn't amount to much. Let it go. It was 10 years ago, 5 years ago.
In 10 years' time, you're gonna be way cooler than any of these assholes. Seriously, you got something special.
You're gonna be so cool that you're gonna make a movie called Not Cool about high school and how you weren't cool even though you were a cool kid, and it's not cool to be the cool kid. I know this sounds crazy, I know this sounds stupid, but it's your movie, not mine. You're stupid, not me, I'm just drunk.
Oh, by the way, after that, you're gonna do some crazy shit. I would recommend to not do that, but it seems like you already did. Even though I'm the drunk teacher in this movie, people watching it still think you're the worst person. Guess who just took the L, Shane? It was you.
Miss Smith, are you trying to have sex with me?
Yes.
Nah.
I mean, isn't that inappropriate? Like, Lifetime movie inappropriate?
Come on, you only live once. Let's do this shit.
This is basically every Shane Dawson plot in like 10 seconds. Why are you touching me? You're my teacher. That's inappropriate. Because it's inappropriate and gross and it's funny. Shouldn't this be in a Lifetime movie or something? YOLO. Yes, a saying that Drake did in 2011 somehow made it into a 2015 movie because Shane is good with the references. Thank you, dog. Shane and Miss Smith slow dance after she tells him that high school isn't shit. And Kelly and her group finally comes back and she cuts in.
Smile for the yearbook. I knew it.
I'm looking in the book and there is nothing about Shane being a ghost because that is quite the twist. They made the executive decision in the movie to make him a ghost. Have you ever seen a fat ghost? That's ironic. What do they eat? Ghost carbs? You'd think they go right through you.
Oh shit.
It took me so long to come up with that.
And I know what you guys are thinking. Did those crazy kids get wasted and throw their sexual orientations to the side just for one
crazy night?
Oh,
yeah. Hey, that's what I wanted to know.
Yeah, I'm definitely a
You know, again, in the book, it doesn't actually say this. It just ends with, maybe it actually wasn't a total car crash of a prom. It was more of a fender bender with a few scratches and a lot of laughs. Doesn't say anything about an unwanted sex scene that I really didn't want to see. Don't say it, 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 don't say it. I'm gonna say it. It kind of looks like Trisha Paytas and Moses. Sorry. Okay, that was Shane Dawson's short film, Prom. And if I was a movie reviewer of short films on YouTubers' channels, my headline would be Prom. More like a prominent disaster. Woo! The woo would be in brackets, of course. To be quite honest, I don't mind the idea of having a book and actually short films that represent each chapter. I think it's kind of smart, honestly. The thing that I don't agree with, as always, is the overly offensive humor and the jokes that just go way, way too far. And knowing what I know now about Shane, it just isn't on. But that is the video, you big babies. The only other video that I have planned on this man is quite a big one, and it's gonna take a long time to film. I might even call some of you guys up to ask for your opinions, but it's in progress at the moment. It won't be done for a little while. It's kind of different from the normal ones that I do. Thank you so much for keeping me company through this. I really appreciate you watching each video. I hope you're keeping safe in light of everything that's happening, regardless of where you are. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you on the next one. Fluffs, how does it feel to have survived 2 Shane Dawson movies?
I don't actually understand what that means, but we did talk about girls a lot.
Songs I sing from my bedroom help escape the world.